Sister Okola said I didn't read all of it because I got so interested in her biography, I had to cut it off myself because I wanted to read the rest of it. And we see why. She's really tied in the purposeful statement with the expression, and you got to get it out. Wonderful. We really appreciate that. Our next speaker is Sister Tayeba Taylor. Sister Tayeba Taylor is the founding editor-in-chief and publisher of Aziza magazine, the winner of two 2010 Folio 80 Awards and a New America Media Award. Ms. Taylor has been named as one of the 500 most influential Muslims in the world by the Middle Eastern think tank, the Royal Islamic Strategic Studies. Through Aziza, Ms. Taylor has realized her vision to provide a vehicle for the voice of Muslim American women, a vehicle that portrays their perspectives and experiences and shatters commonly held stereotypes. Ms. Taylor blends her passion for spirituality, women's issues, and communication to further the causes of Muslim women. She has over 150 papers and presentations, and she has a longer bio, but she saw all of this and she said, please don't read all of that. And we would like to welcome her now. Tayeba Taylor.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام هو الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور والصلاة والسلام على قدوة الأنبياء وعلى خاتم الأنبياء سيدنا محمد وعلى أهله وأصحابه إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I begin in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, and greet you all with greetings of peace. I would like to thank the Muslims of Memphis for inviting me to speak at this event, and I would like to congratulate the Muslims of Memphis for their 11th year of this wonderful event, a month of Muslims. Most communities take on maybe a week, Islamic Awareness Week, or maybe a weekend. We have in Atlanta, I know we have a weekend Muslim Fest, but I congratulate you on taking on an entire month to spread dawah and raise consciousness. Thank you very much for your work. I have chosen to speak specifically about Muslim women in America and how they are influential contributors to the betterment of life, as the topic said. And just to give you a little bit of overview, I think that Muslim women in America are in a very unique position. They are facing challenges. I would say that they're facing 3 challenges from 3 different areas in their lives, but they are very strong spiritual agents, and they're agents of change. And so I would like to introduce to you some of these women today. First of all, Muslim women in America are in a very, very unique position. On their American side, they have a legacy of critical thinking. They have a legacy of freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and as we heard, freedom of self-fulfillment. Now, on their Islamic side, they have a legacy of spiritual agency, and they have autonomy. And the 2 legacies together go to make a very empowered Muslim woman, one who is making an impact not only on her own community, but I feel also on the nation and the world as large. This is a Muslim woman who marries her faith and her work, who sees her work as part of her ibadah, as part of her worship, and she wants to put her faith into action. Now, there are three areas that she's facing challenges from. I think first, the challenge is from the mainstream society, who gets most of their information about Islam through the news media, and who have many misconceptions about Islam and who the Muslim woman is in particular. The anti-Islam bias has manifested itself in several ways in this country. One of them has been the introduction of anti-Sharia legislation in almost 24 states in the country. I think it's very interesting to note that many of the legislation that comes up, many of the court cases that comes up where people would say that they don't want a foreign law being introduced would be in, correct me if I'm wrong, we have an attorney on the panel, but usually is around the area of marriage. Now, when a Muslim woman gets married, she has the right to stipulate terms in a marriage contract. She also has a right to stipulate her mahr. It's a gift from the husband to the wife of her choosing. It's very interesting that sometimes people who are presenting the anti-Sharia legislation are doing so under the guise of, quote-unquote, saving Muslim women from Muslim men. It's very interesting to note one of this particular cases in Kansas, a Muslim woman who, when she signed her marriage contract, stipulated in the event of divorce, I get $677,000. Now, when the husband divorced her, she tried to appease the court that this is my Islamic right, and they said no Sharia. So here we have this situation where there's this juxtaposition between where Islam is giving her more rights than the state of Kansas is, but she's not able to do it because of this anti-Islamic bias. The other challenge is the portrayals of Muslim women in the media. She's usually portrayed as a victim, victim of men, victim of religion, victim of circumstance, or she is portrayed as the negative, or the terrorist, the cold-hearted, evil woman ready to blow yourself up. And those portrayals over and over and over are in the minds of people. They're internalized both by people inside the community and outside.